It's noisy today. Let's do something kind of noisy on the system to drown it out. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you might remember a video called Microsound Workshop from 2019. In that video, we used the DPO and QPOS to emulate a number of early microsound techniques, as described in the book Microsound by Curtis Rhodes. Pulsar synthesis, Boson synthesis, brainlet synthesis. We also made a morphogene reel of the results, which is still available at freesound.org, and you can download it yourself at the link in the description. Instead of reinventing the wheel, let's start from that existing reel. Of course, if you want to see how it was made and or make your own, that video is still available too. Okay, let's patch. We'll monitor the outputs of the DXG. Let's start by patching the morphogene outputs to channel 2. Here's the Microsound Workshop reel. Now obviously we can sort of control how much of the sound we hear with the DXG's panel control. But let's take a slightly different tack. I'm going to patch the maths sum output to the control input. We can use the channel 2 or 3 offset to turn it up or down manually, just like we would with the DXG itself. Let's also add in the CV output from the morphogene. It's set up as an envelope follower, which is the default. If we patch it to channel 4's signal input, we can add it to that offset to allow it to poke itself through more as the output gets louder. Let's listen to the difference between just an offset, allowing all the sound through, and an envelope follower, which emphasizes high points and transients. We can also use the maths variable fall time to shape the envelopes further if we like. We could also turn up the offset a bit so that it never fully falls to 0, or we could turn the offset south of midnight to make it so that it falls to 0 even more easily. So in general, using the maths like this gives us more fine control over that transient shaping. Now let's take one of DXG's channel 2 outputs and route it through Brusha, and then back into the aux in. We'll keep Brusha's blend control fully wet for use as a sort of send effect, and we can use the input level to control the send amount. Now let's take the other channel 2 output and send it to both inputs of the Spectrophone. I'm running both sides of Spectrophone in SAM, Spectral Amplitude Modulation. We'll take the 2 odd outputs to DXG channel 1. This gives us spectral resynthesis of the microsounds. Okay, so let's get some modulation going. Here's what I'm thinking. We're going to take an output of channel saver and mult it to various destinations. Let's mult it to vary speed. Let's mult it to side A volt per octave. Note that side B is in follow, so the side A volt per octave will modulate both sides equally. Let's also do side A's slide. And Brusha's attenuated time input. Modulate all these things together at once manually with the offset knob. Or let's also try taking a nice long cable and we can just patch it into whatever modulation source we feel like. Let's get a little morphogene slide feedback going. I'm going to modulate slide with side A CV output, which is also an envelope follower. This should keep the genes from staying in the same place for very long, no matter what else is going on. We might find some little feedback sanctuaries, loops or almost loops. I'm thinking maybe we should revisit the microsound workshop at the synthesis level. Would you be interested in a video like that? Also, how have you tackled microsonic synthesis in your own practice? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and happy patching.